Just a reminder that we do have mics in the room for media to ask questions.
Well, guys, what a game for us. We found a way to win a game when things wasn't going our way. When you look at the fact that, we pretty much was down 2 starters with Wyatt Walker and also Markel Johnson. And I got to say this, I think we're building something really special here where our guys are learning how to fight and compete every day. After Eric Lockett didn't play in the Carolina game, and I told my guys after, I told them in the locker room, he could have easily, went back and, went out at night and partied, just, wasn't happy with what happened, and he didn't do that. So I got a text after the Carolina game that Eric Lockett was over in the Dale Center, which is our practice facility, and he was getting shots up. Never complained. The next time we went back in the gym, he smiled and he worked hard. See, he's a mature young man. He's a guy who's graduated, who's working on his master's, and a lot of our guys can learn a lot from that. When you think about what we want to build here at NC State, our fan base are pretty much like Eric Lockett. Nobody gives us anything. We work hard as we can. We're building a program that I really like, that no matter what the situation, we'll find somebody that's going to step up and play well and win the game. I thought down the stretch, we had some great contributions from a lot of guys. DJ Funderburg, who was put in a tough situation, I thought he played great. Devin Daniels had some good moments during the game where I thought he played well. CJ Bryce made some shots, obviously from the free throw line, but nobody played bigger than the guy who didn't play the last game, which was Eric Lockett. So give him credit. I told our guys coming into the game, I thought Pitt was a good team. They remind me a lot of us last year, where they are very scrappy. They get after, they did a good job. But give our guys credit, man. We found a tremendous way to win when we was limited on the bench and a couple of our guys or a couple of our leaders didn't play. So, questions?
You were one of the best shooting teams in the country, and yet in the second half you had a stretch where you went 3 for 23, and then you scored in the last 12 possessions to close out the game. Contrast those 2 stretches of the game for us.
Yeah, I just thought we got better looks. Initially I thought we stood around against the zone and didn't have great ball and player movement that we talked about. What a couple of days to prepare. Give Jeff credit because he worked USA basketball with Boeheim at Syracuse. They put in Syracuse zone, and they did a good job with it. Made us stand around a little bit, but once we were able to screen it and get some shots and get down the hill on it, and I thought we made some great passes. I thought we shot the ball. We shot rhythm threes.
You guys lose your starting point guard and your starting center early. You have that stretch in the second half where you're not hitting shots, you're not getting the calls, nothing's going your way. They could have rolled over, but they didn't, and they bounced back and won. Did you learn anything new about your team's mental toughness today, or did you know that they had that in them?
No, I haven't. Look, I've said this before. We're going to fight. When you think about it, I want you to think about a couple things. You're on the road at Miami, you get down, and our guys fight and come back. We started the game basically down 14 against Carolina, and certainly fought back and had our chances with. It was a 4-point game with 50 seconds left in the game and had a shot to cut it to 1. You look at today where we're down and out and things not going our way and somebody else steps up. When I wanted to build a roster, I wanted to build a roster where at any time somebody else could step up and play, and you got to give all the credit to the players. They stuck in there, they played well, and we finished the game.
Coach, it seemed like it was difficult to get into a flow of the first half with 13 fouls and some interesting calls. What are you telling your team when, like you said, things aren't going your way, and it seemed like it was just kind of tough to get into a rhythm there?
Yeah, I tell the guys, let me handle the calls of whether they're good or not. That's my job to be able to talk to officials. We just want to, when we're not scoring the ball, I want us to stay the course and do a great job on the defensive end. I've said this, I said it against Carolina. If you score with us, we scored 86 points. If you can find a way to score and you can keep the other team from scoring, as you know, in any sporting event, you usually win the game. And so just because we're not scoring doesn't mean that we should stop defending. And a lot of times young teams, which we are as far as chemistry-wise, they will stop defending, and we talk about defend. It'll work out in our favor.
Kevin, what
what's the update on Markel, and do you have an opinion on the flagrant 2 on Wyatt?
I don't have an update on Markel yet, and I have not seen the play on Wyatt Walker yet. I don't know what it was. So I don't have anything to add to either one of those situations.
Coach, your thoughts on the rebounding today as opposed to the North Carolina game?
Well-
You mentioned the rebounding against the Tar Heels. Didn't get enough of the guys to contribute.
Well, thanks for that softball question, because I'm not happy with the rebounding. We get out rebounded by 21 by anybody, and I thought our guys did a tremendous job. Not so much that we all rebounded Pitt by 10, but the mere fact that we got 21 offensive rebounds. I thought that was special. I thought our guys did a great job. We're not the biggest team, but I have to have guys who are very active and do a great job. We've got a lot of like-sized guys in 6'5", 6'6", and some of those guys stepped up and did a great job. So very happy with our rebounding. We may not do as much rebounding drills in the next couple of days like we did after the Carolina game.
Coach, you mentioned finding a way to win and to bounce back with a win like this. How big is it this early in the ACC schedule to point to some of your fresh and newer players and say, this is what it's going to be like the rest of the way?
Look, man, this conference is the best conference in college basketball. Every win that you get in this conference, you better hold on to, man. It's tough. I mean, I haven't even looked at the scores from the day, and I know there's many more games to play, but if you can get a win in this conference and you can savor it, it's unbelievable. I'm happy. What are we, 2-1 in the conference right now? We started off last year 0-2, and so we just, everybody says, how important is you playing against this team. The most important game that you play in this league is the next game, and it doesn't matter who it's against, because everybody can beat you and you can beat everybody else.
Pitt, as much as any team in the league, lives on the free throw line. In the first half, they were true to character, shot 21 free throws. Second half, you held them to 7 free throws. What was the message at halftime?
Well, we guarded. I thought we kept them out of the paint. One of our, watching Pitt on tape, one of my main concerns is that they will put their head down and they'll drive. They'll get into the paint. I thought our guys did a great job moving their feet. I thought that we adjusted to the way they were playing, and we kept them out of their lane.
What is it about DJ Funderburk that allows him to play so well against zone defenses?
He's skilled. Anytime you get a post guy that's skilled, he can step into that free throw area and make shots. He can pick and pop, and then he's long. He does a good job of losing himself on the baseline and finding open shots. But I thought DJ was great, man. When I leave out of here, I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna give him a big hug. I thought he did a tremendous job.
Thanks, Coach.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. 12 noon.